why do people sit on their gifts? Why do they let that stuff lie dormant? Because had I let my gift lie dormant, we wouldn't even be right here.
Right.
You see, because that gift opened up. Never thought about a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Never thought about speaking, just being obedient to what I felt to do at the time, which was doing financial seminars. And then God started speaking to multiple people. And then, okay, God, once again, okay, I success leave clues. All right, I'm paying attention now. So it's like, had I allowed this, even in the midst of fear, even in the midst of not knowing what the heck I'm doing, had I just allowed myself to be dormant, I wouldn't even be right here right now with y'all. I wouldn't have been with you, you know, harassing your sister to put me on as a speaker.
it birthed
You know what I'm saying?
this. Exactly.
It's a part of the story. You know, it birthed all of this. You know, so had I allowed that gift to lie dormant, all these other gifts wouldn't have been exposed. So
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop Motivated Apparel and grab yourself some Motivated Apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast, where we share principles on how to live life by design and not by default. Hey, this your boy Mike Marin, aka the Chef Motivator. Trying to get it by my brother from another mother, and y'all give it up from Alxndr Hall. Hey, dude, what's wrong?
Every week is all. Every week is every week. Y'all
just don't know how to behave, man.
What's going on, man?
What are you talking about, man? I've been behaving. Talk about what you mean. Talk about.
You just start off real.
Stupid. He's stupid.
What's going on, America?
He's stupid.
This intro was brought to you by.
He's stupid, man. What's going on, y'all?
What's cracking like it, man?
What's cracking, homies?
Oh my God, yeah, man. This guy right here, I swear, it's never a dull moment, boy.
What it do?
Dumb boys,
Boy, you stupid, man. I swear.
I can't even. Dumb boys out, man. He's stupid.
Just go stream it, man. Copy.
He's stupid.
Go copy. Go stream it, download it. Y'all know what it is.
Produced by Diamond.
Dumb boys out, produced by
Diamond
Diamond and Certifical.
Oh my God.
Subscribe to the channel, man. Alxndr Hall, ALXNDRHALL. You know, we got some stuff coming down the pipeline. We're trying to build something. Trying to build something. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's coming. I got something coming out. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't gonna, you know, whatever. Y'all,
I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, we don't do
I
it.
ain't gonna do it.
But yeah, Diamond.
You ain't finna bait me.
Look, y'all need production, video work. North Cape Studios, man.
Yes, sir.
Instagram, North Cape Studios, man. Like, you can get, and man, them boys put on work, man. Them boys
Facts.
put on work.
Diamond got that diamond shine.
It's a whole team, man. It's a whole team of us, so it's a whole team.
Diamond got the diamond shot.
And
Shouts out Sadan too. Sadan is mixing wise on behind that camera with that photography, man. So it's a It's a whole team. Shouts out to the big homie Stitch too, man. Man, Stitch got something, you know what I'm saying? So, man, we just working, man. Do a little work, bro.
Somebody
Facts.
Yeah, amen. Let the church say.
Amen.
And y'all know who this other guy is, man. My co-host, my brother from the same mother.
Big bag,
Big
man.
bag. Double B.
Man.
Yo,
Swole pockets.
you already know what's in my life.
Let me hold what's up.
You know what's in my life. The big bag.
Y'all give it up.
Double B.
Big Dub. Double B. Boy Wonder in the building.
You just went from double to triple.
Can't with this guy.
What's going on, man?
Can't with this
What's
guy.
happening? Man, life is good, bro. Life is good. I can't complain.
Yep.
Hey, Dub.
What's happening?
Hey, tell them about Rick Reed, man.
Hey, yo, you already know,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
316.
Yeah.
It's out right now.
Rick Reed, man.
Matter of fact, holla at your boy. Let me know what record y'all really feeling. Because I love the whole album.
Yeah, fire.
Like
Yeah,
from,
the whole album.
from start to beginning. You can just put it in there and just slide.
Roll.
Yeah,
Just
fire.
slide. Yep.
Yeah.
But Rick, man, he's a whole nother animal, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate his hard work, his work ethic, just his understanding of the vision, and want to acclimate to that at the same time, parallel and catapulting him. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hand of glove fit, bro. We working on some stuff, writing different things, you know, outside of just what we would use for ourselves, but for other people too. So we got a joint that we got for Curtis that y'all are here pretty much just at the shows, and we did it specifically just for that. And we was talking, it was like, yeah, this is gonna need to be a record. This is gonna need to be a record. So it's really catchy. We wanted to do something that is universal, and that the ladies are definitely gonna feel it. This is gonna be their anthem, pretty much. But everybody can subscribe to it. It's really dope. It's came out really nice. I let y'all hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel good. I feel so special.
You know what I'm saying?
Time song. Ladies gonna feel it. Let him. You beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, he trying to get you beautiful. Yeah. You ain't slick. Yeah. Christian's got game too. Stop playing. Yeah. Christian's got game too. Y'all think it's a game. We got game too. Mrs. Bag, where you at?
Oh, man.
She is on the way.
Stop playing with him, man.
Stop playing with me, respectfully.
Stop. Don't do that. Hey, y'all know I come from the house, no cap. Respectfully. You gotta put your foot down, just do it respectfully.
But y'all gotta be, y'all bear with, hey man, we might have to release some of our behind the scene
Oh, we got to.
conversations, 'cause,
Like, we got so many, dog.
all this y'all see come from behind the scene type stuff when we
For real.
cracking up on
Man,
each other and
y'all
stuff. So.
For real. I enjoy every moment of
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Every moment.
Yo, Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm
Shift
good.
Motivated.
I'm
Shift
good,
Motivated
man.
Apparel. ShiftMotivations.com. The book is out too.
Man, bro. Yeah. Y'all go cop that, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Fact.
get you some motivated apparel.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Come on, man.
got a new one gonna be drop here pretty soon.
Big facts.
So the emblem, with the one with the emblem on it.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah, I'm gonna drop that one here pretty soon. So, but man, I was going through my laptop the other night, bro. I got about 2 or 3 books in the dome. I'll share with y'all once we get off.
Yeah, for sure.
Off air. So, but the one I don't know if I'm gonna drop 1 or 2 this year. I thought I'd actually be done with 1 by now, but the way the first half of the year went, it went shoo, like ooh, Jesus. Because I had planned on dropping something at the end of the first quarter, and but just got I had to just pace myself with everything that I was involved with. So it just kind of took a lot of my time that I didn't make that spare time because my time was already consumed. So I was like, both my time and my mind. So, but I was like going through I was like, and like I said, I'll share with y'all behind the scenes, and then they'll get it when it drops.
Yeah, for sure.
Big
was
brother
like, man,
perks,
this gonna
little
be
brother
some good
perks.
stuff, man. Like, ooh, yes sir. But yeah, man. And by the time this drop, I'll be done had multiple engagements. So,
Dope.
I already had a few this past since the last time we met last week. So they went really good, and then I just chopped up one that I did. I forgot actually. I think it's like 2 engagements that I had last month that I forgot to chop up. So and so I spent a little time today working on that actually. So, but yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah. So
It's going down.
It's going down.
Little brother perks.
It's going down. It's going down.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah, getting prepared for the summer, man. So we're gonna do some things with the kids off the field over the summer. So I'm looking good for that. Excited about that. That should be good. Cause we're bonding, man. Trying to create something new. So matter of fact, shoot. By the time this airs, you're gonna be done.
I'll be in.
You'll be done with Brunswick,
Yep.
right? I was about to say Jessup, Brunswick. Yeah.
Yep. Brunswick, Georgia. Then 14th and the 15th weekend is Fort Myers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Empowerment Royal Seal
I love Fort
men's
Myers,
conference.
love
And
it.
then we got the music and comedy festival with Straight Foolishness.
When is that? I meant that.
June 22nd.
June 22nd.
Yeah, that's gonna be in Orlando. So y'all pull up.
I gotta look at my
Shout
calendar. I've
out.
been seeing the advertisement, but I gotta look at my calendar.
Yep. So we got music early on in the day, and then we got comedy at the night. So it's an all day affair. Bring all your youth out. If you're looking for comedy, good time, it's a perfect stress reliever. You know what I'm saying? If you going through a lot, this is the perfect opportunity to just leave your problems at the door and just let your hair down and have a good time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It was dope. Last year they had like 8 comics and they were battling each other, so it was dope and unique. So they're doing it again. So this time it's gonna be a comic who got 4 players from their city, then another comic got 4 from their city. So it's gonna be really interesting.
Okay.
So it's gonna be dope.
Oh, yeah, I might pull up to that. I might take Mama out there.
Battle of the Cities, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be dope.
Oh. Yeah. He real creative, man.
He is.
Yeah,
We
shout
love
out to
working
Curtis,
with him,
man. Yeah, he real.
Love working with Curtis.
He real creative, man. Dude is like super. Like dude is like he actually got a t-shirt business.
Yeah.
Yeah, like dude is super intelligent and creative, man. Just we chopped it up a couple times. Yeah, I wanna do something. I'm gonna have to get with him because I wouldn't mind doing something with him, but I gotta make him worth the while because sometimes this area can be fickle when it comes to certain stuff. So I gotta make sure that people will support what he got going on.
Facts.
Because dude is creative. He creative, man, and he got a good heart. He got a good heart too.
He does.
He got a good heart. Yeah, man. Like I said, me and him had a couple conversations, man, and I can just tell the dude got a good heart. Yeah. So
It's hard to find rare people like that.
yeah.
It's and that's why we mesh so well with the people that we work with. It's just because like minds, it's hard to find that. And when you find it, you keep it, you hold on to it, you treasure it, you understand the value of it. So this is, I believe, our 2nd year with him, but he's been doing the comedy for a long time.
Yeah. Cool.
So shout out to you, dog.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive in tonight, and I'm gonna start off with a question.
And I'm
We're now playing Angel's Advocate.
Until we get the answer.
He popping off for Angel's Advocate.
I feel it in my shana now.
We
But
dive
we gotta
right
get
in.
a button or something.
For real, dog. Like,
Hello. Is somebody home? You gonna pick up?
bing bong.
So in light of tonight's discussion from what we talked about beforehand, right?
Yeah.
So why is it that people will hold on to gifts and not use them? I just want to get y'all. I know it's various reasons. We all got different reasons,
Right.
I want to get y'all take on that while we, as we dive in. I mean, why do people allow gifts to just lie dormant in them? I mean, you know you got a gift. Gift is there. It's imminent. Or maybe you don't know you got a gift. But I know people that know they got gifts and they just sitting on them, not doing nothing. And then wondering why things in their lives are the way they are. But it's like I tell people, I didn't know that there was an author in me.
Right.
This boy from the hood, from the middle of the hood. Hated English. I did okay in English. Didn't like school. You know what I'm saying? But just being obedient to the voice of God in the worst place of my life. The worst place of my life, and hearing the voice of God. And he didn't tell me, Mike, write this book. That's why it's very important for you to be connected and know how God deals with you. Because then once you know how God deals with you, when that situation arises, you know how to handle it, no matter what's going on in your life. Right. So we was at the worst place of our life during that moment. During they're homeless because of the storm, living with our in-laws, and hearing the voice of God. And he didn't say, Mike, write this book. He didn't say, I created you to be an author. He didn't say none of that. All he told me was the title of the book, which at the first time I heard it, it was like, I know ain't nobody in here but me. But it's like a soft, still voice internally.
Right.
And all I heard was faith-based principles to increase your finances. Okay. And I was working out. You could say we was living with my in-laws at the time, trying to get situated, because at that time, contractors had a wait list of 6, 7, 8 months long just to come see your house, because it was just that bad. So, I'm in there. He had some weights. I'm in there working. I shared this story before. I'm in there working out. Yeah. I sit on the bed to take a break.
Yep.
And I hear faith-based principle to increase your finances. Second time. Start back working out. By the third time, it's just my spirit is like, I knew this is the title of a book. So I started researching how to do a manuscript or how to write a book, and then it brings up manuscript, and I started looking up manuscript. What is that? Blah blah blah. Right. Then long story short, first published book. God just walked me through the steps. Didn't know nothing about publishing companies, self-publishing, none of that stuff. God speaks one word to my spirit. The company name, which at the time I didn't know it was the company name. Type it up. Self-publishing company. Like, what? I'm like, okay. So I'm visiting a client one day. They happen to be a good friend of mine. Right. And she says, hey, man of God, got my book? I'm like, you wrote a book? She like, yeah, just came in. You want to see it? I'm like, yeah. So turns it over. I'm looking through it. Turns it over, and I'm looking at. So I'm like, okay, well, who did you publish it through? So as she's talking, I'm seeing it. It's the name of the company God gave me. I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm supposed to write my first book through this first publication. So that's what I thought.
It dies.
You know what I'm saying? So, and lo and behold, first book published. So, and just to take one step back before y'all chime in. So Isha was working at Cash Advance store at the time. She was the manager at the Cash Advance store. So, and crazy how she build relationships with people everywhere she go. So, lady comes in, Caucasian lady comes in. They get into a conversation. Long story short, she starts talking about me or whatever and what I had going on. And my sister just wrote a book, and I just edited her book and stuff like that. Does he need somebody to edit? Right. Oh yeah. Didn't even charge me, dog. Sent her the manuscript, everything. She edited it. She edited it and sent me an email. Sent me a nice email, and it sticks with me to this day. And I always share this part of my story. She says, Mike, you have the gift of writing. Never wrote a book in my life. Never thought about writing a book in my life. But just being obedient to the voice of God, it opened up a well of not just a gift, but gifts.
Yeah.
That gift opened up gifts that I'm still developing 12 years later. So, and it was just being obedient to the word of God. And by me being obedient to the word of God, that opened up a plethora of gifts in which I'm operating in now, which have opened opportunities in the speaking arena. And just because of the simple fact that I had a book, it opened up extra doors. Because there's a lot of speakers out there that don't have books. However, once you write that book, it puts you in a different realm. Not saying that you're better than anybody, but people just look at you different. And people used to tell me that when I first got started. I didn't see it when I first got started, but not too long after I first got started and started getting engagements and doing things, book signings and stuff like that, you start to seeing it. People start viewing you as an expert, and you ain't even got to call yourself an expert.
Yeah.
So it brings about all this different stuff. So I wanted to paint the picture. No, I said a whole lot, but I wanted to paint the picture. So it's like, why do people sit on their gifts? Why do they let that stuff lie dormant? Because had I let my gift lie dormant, we wouldn't even be right here.
Right.
You see, because that gift opened up, never thought about a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Never thought about speaking, just being obedient to what I felt to do at the time, which was doing financial seminars. And then God started speaking to multiple people. And then, okay, God, once again, okay, I success leave clues. All right, I'm paying attention now. So it's like, had I allowed this, even in the midst of fear, even in the midst of not knowing what the heck I'm doing, had I just allowed myself to be dormant, I wouldn't even be right here right now with y'all. I wouldn't have been with you, you know, harassing your sister to put me on as a speaker.
It birthed
You know what I'm saying?
this. Exactly.
It was a part of the story. You know, it birthed all of this. You know, so had I allowed that gift to lie dormant, all these other gifts wouldn't have been exposed. So let's talk it up. Let's just chop it up, man. So why do people like you just letting opportunities say you ain't gotta have it all together, you ain't gotta figure it all out, but just move. Okay.
So I can
Go ahead, dog, because it's so many. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Well, you know,
that's a loaded question. I already know, but I just
got so much in my head.
I just drop the mic.
Yeah. So
pick it up, Sam. Run with it.
Well, I know I can. Well, for one, I'm gonna come straight from the house, right? Like all the time, and I know as people, it has to be a group of individuals out here who are like me. It's folks who like you. It's folks like that's why your voice, a person's voice, is someone's lifeline. You know what I mean? So for the ones who like me, and you got homeboys and homegirls like y'all, you're always getting bust upside the head all the time. It's okay. You getting. I ain't the first time.
Objection, Your Honor. Yeah, go ahead.
The first time I got cussed out.
He always say that.
Hey, listen.
He ain't even got to finish. I already know where he going.
Already.
But that's rare though. You got
roll out the gold carpet.
You need people in your corner who are going to tell you what you need to hear without them coming out of character.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
If you ain't got that, if you ain't got nobody in your corner who's like, yo, what's that? Then you need to reevaluate your corner.
Facts.
So sometimes a person's gift can lie dormant, or a person can allow their gift to lie, or their gifts to lie dormant. It's because they're caught up in changes of seasons.
That's good.
You know what I mean? Like, season change.
Facts.
That's different. I ain't expect that one. That's Do tell.
All right, so
you're going. You're driving.
So season change. You know what I'm saying? When you're going from winter to summer, In the wintertime, it's cold. You have to, a lot of movement is slowed down in the wintertime.
Facts.
People are close around certain type of people in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Certain things they move different in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff slow down, some stuff come to a complete stop. You know what I mean? But when you're transferring from the winter to the summer, just like in actual weather, stuff starts to melt. It's not ready yet, but stuff starts to melt. So when you're all bundled up and you're all cozy, sometimes you have to get in summer mode and be a little more loose and be a little more free spirited but you can't have your winter slumber in your summer season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The climate changes. Like sometimes you don't know when to pick up the speed, or sometimes when your gift, right now might not be the time to put out your product. Right now may be the time to work on your product. You know what I'm saying? But actually, in the summertime, you're supposed to put it out, but the wintertime, you're supposed to work on your product. But when it's summertime's ready to go, you still, like you tell me, you can't be still working on your product. You had enough time. You had the allotted time to work on it. Now it's time to test the product, because obviously, at the end of the day, we can control the effort that we put in, but the outcome of it, that's not up to us. You know, you dig what I'm saying? So sometimes, I'm just saying in general, but not be caught up in my seasons, because I'm a late bloomer in certain areas. So sometimes my seasons overlap when they shouldn't. So now I'm, you know what I'm saying, so the climate change, I still be over here when I should be cutting that off. Not because it's a time frame for everything. You have to test it to see. And you can't work on it for a long period of time. You know what I mean? So sometimes, just speaking for me and people like me, when certain things, you have to start it when you're supposed to start, so you can see, okay, I want to stop it here. Let me work it the best I can from here, so I can put it out to see what type of results that I get. Because the results are going to tell me what I need to do to improve it. But if I don't never put it out, then I don't know what I need to do to improve it. So I'm just coming from the house on me. Sometimes a lot of us get caught up in the climate change to where we put it down. No, it's time to pick it back up. You can't be all hugged up and booed up in certain seasons. You can't be, you know what? You know what I'm saying? In certain seasons, you can't run with a pack of people. Sometimes you gotta be by yourself. So recognizing when the climate change and how the climate changes and what you need to do for you. I can just say that just for myself, bro. I'm just coming from the house on that.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That was good. How that was profound. How you did that. Yeah, getting crossed up in the changing of the seasons. Yeah, that's very relevant, and I think that relate to a lot of people. For real.
It's not that. Yeah. It's not that you're not. It's not that. Bro, it's like jet lag. It's like jet lag. When it's time to slow down, you slow down. But when it's time for you to pick back up, you still on slumber mode. You still no. You have to put that fire. You gotta, and if you let it stay for a long period of time, you will have the same attributes in this season for 4 seasons.
Right.
So you'll be the same way for 4 seasons. And I've been there. And it's hard. It is hard to switch your gears when you've been riding the same gear for so long. You know what I mean? It's hard. So I'm just speaking for people who like me. You know what I'm saying? You got procrastination. You got finances that it take money to move stuff.
Exactly.
It's not too many people out here who willing to do something for you for nothing.
Right.
Besides for give you a headache.
Right.
The only thing a person would do for you for nothing is give you a burden. People would give you people would give you a burden for nothing because the exchange is more. They give you the burden, they walk away free. and now you stuck with it.
That's good.
Right?
That's real good.
So you have to be mindful of what season. I'm just coming from the house, bro, because y'all always been put it up. You know what I'm saying? But,
Right.
But here's the
Right.
thing, though. And you don't know what type of psychological stuff is going on within the person.
Right.
That
That's
plays
a whole
part.
other story. Right.
That is.
And then what? So it's a whole different type of thing. And a lot of it has to do with just because a person has a gift doesn't mean that they have the inspiration to be what that gift is. A lot of the times, man, you got a gift, man, you can ball. He might not, man, you 6'8", he might want to be a painter.
Right.
Just because he tall don't mean he got a ball. That man don't like nothing to do with gym. But he got everything, but he got all the attributes of a person who would do, who will play ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that sometimes people put on you what you don't even want. And that makes you push away from the table. I don't want to eat right now. I don't want, if you don't want to eat, you be hungry. Well, I'm going to go hungry then because I don't want to eat this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's another reason aspect too. But the climate change, getting caught up in when you're in this one season and you not having a discipline. I'm coming from the house, man, I'm being for real. Not having a discipline to switch my gears and switch my modes. And do I need to do to stay current of flowing in my current of flow? Different bodies of water flow different. Lakes don't flow like rivers flow. Sometimes lakes don't flow at all, but the water have some type of movement, but it don't move like a river does.
Facts.
So just knowing how my flow is supposed to be and however my flow is, keeping up with the transition. Sometimes that's it.
That's good.
That's really good. That's good. Oh my goodness. I have so much to piggyback off because that's in the direction.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
And one of those things was what you expressed was really environment. So I'm gonna even break this down even more, right?
For sure.
The story of the seed suffocated by the thistles, right? Matthew 13:22. The seed falling among the thorns refers to someone who hears the word, but the worries of this life and the deceitfulness of wealth choke the word, making it unfruitful. That's what you literally express and explain there. Two things: willingness and submission. They have to be willing to submit to something that they have no idea about, no clue about, don't know how about, and listen to the people that are telling them what's on the inside of them and trusting them, the ones that are actually, you know what I'm saying, encouraging and pushing them forward. But a lot of times people don't even realize they even have a gift because they're still figuring out life. Like you say, they're still trying to figure out, where do I go, what do I do? I don't know. I don't know what I like to do. I don't know what I want, because they're accustomed to day-to-day things that are unfruitful, unproductive. It's hard to tap into something that is, because maybe, just maybe, the ones that even have a slight idea suggested something that they're feeling on the inside subtly, and they got joked about it, which shunned them away from that, moving into that direction. So it depends on your environment. It depends on your support system. It depends on your upbringing. It's so many factors that plays a role in trying to figure out, why am I allowing my gift to be dormant? I didn't even know I had a gift. But it takes, and I love how you said, bro, I ain't even know I had an author in me. But I submitted to the idea and the thought of what I felt like God was speaking to me about. And that's a start. Even if you have no clue, no idea, no education, no understanding, nothing. It's just the willingness to start and move your feet 1 foot at a time. So for example, myself, right? A lot of people love my natural ability. Just I'm at times I'm goofy, I'm silly. They're like, dog, you should be a comedian. I was like, no, I'm not a comedian. I'm not.
Right.
Stop it. Everywhere I go, I kept hearing this because they see me, what I present from the music side.
Right.
Which, unlike another gift, the comedy side.
Right.
Because unless you around me, you won't know I got that gift.
Right.
So understanding that, okay, I have a gift of making people laugh just from a natural, and I understand that I'm more of a put me in a movie type natural funny versus an actual stand-up comic type of funny.
Right.
Because
right.
I understand
there's an art to that.
There's
to
an
being a
art.
comedian. Yeah.
And so me knowing that,
right.
I'm not a comedian. I will let you call me that because that's what you see from your perspective.
Right, right.
But I won't say that I'm a comedian.
right.
Because I understand the work. I haven't really put the work and effort that is needed to be a stand-up comedian.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Shoot.
Right, so
I love it.
I got a question, bro.
Uh-huh.
So you just said that that's powerful. I think I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But for me listening to you, because I'm listening to you,
Right.
right? So active listening. So you said that you would let them call you a comedian, but you're not a comedian. You said you're more of an actor type. So at what point of you hearing that? At what point did you start to dissect and to research what am I? Because
within that.
Because he said I'm not stand-up funny comedian. I'm more of actor. So at one point did you say, okay, did you have like, okay, let me I know I'm funny, but what type of funny am I?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know I got, but I hear you say I'm this, but I know I do this. So how do I differentiate from the two so I know exactly what I am, exactly what I have? So how did you come up with what you were? Like, you know what I'm saying? At what point?
I pay attention to my environment. So, for instance, like, and this is like, I feel like it's encouragement because for people to keep telling me that that's what I am and that's what they see, I still move forward with that. Even in fear of not knowing how it's gonna pan out, even if it's just like, man, I probably bomb. You know what I'm saying? I did my first stand-up show in Fort Myers. It's like, bruh, you wanna do like a 15, 20-minute set? Like, bruh, this ain't music. No. I give you 2, maybe even 3 minutes. It feels like a lifetime up there. But when I took the courage to get up there and just do it and just flow in my element of what I normally would do if I'm just in front of y'all, I connected the two, which made me more comfortable in that setting of uncomfortableness. So they had to get me off the stage. Like, bro, you're almost over your time. Like, it was like, bro, do you know you did 16 minutes? What? You lying. You lying. 16 minutes, for real? Like, it felt like a lifetime up there, dog. Like, it is no joke. And I just understood the severity and the seriousness of the art of comedy and what it takes to be that, what they see. That I know myself, I didn't put that work in for that. I just stepped into something because I wanted to be obedient to God, because they unlocked another gift that's within me that I can't be fearful to move in, because God is going to open doors in this area that music is not going to open. So when I got that understanding, okay, let's break that down even. What does that mean? So that means that, I understand I'm more funny because I like to be more free in my, comedy is a structured funny. So you got to give people within a minute to 2 minutes top intro of your whole life story, and to have them to understand what this connects to. I understand you got to have a storyline, a punchline behind that, then have that continuous story behind another punchline and tie it all into as one. So it's a lot that I just learned just off the cuff of just from natural ability of understanding my funniness just through fear. And just doing it and just being obedient. It's like, okay, God, I'm hearing you everywhere. They were like, hey, yo, when you gonna come and do another comedy set? I'm like, when they book me for it. That's not something I'm acting. That's like you say, I understand the gifts that I have, but that doesn't mean that's my thing. I can just do good in that thing within this thing. which causes for you to be like, yo, you need to do stand-up. I was like, that's really not my cup of tea, and that's really not my passion. So I'm not gonna cheat and do something that I'm not even passionate about, that I'm just doing off the cuff of me just being free of myself and my own personality.
Bro, that's crazy, because the two things that shut off what I'm, because I'm listening to you. So the two words that pop off in my mind when I'm listening to you is due diligence and stewardship. You did the due diligence to research what the gift was that was in you, because it's in you.
Yeah.
Even if I don't use it, God gave it to me. Let me do my due diligence and research it, because I have to steward what's in me, even if I don't even use it right now or not.
Right.
Because it may be used.
Right. Right.
And not to
That's
cut you
powerful.
off, bro, but me doing it is my way of being obedient to God and not allowing that to be dormant. Because in my mind, I'm not as good as I know I can be, but if I just put the time and effort into it and just really make that time, I'll be killer. And what really helped me was there was another dude that I did a show that I felt like I bombed. Like, because you know when you're rambling, and I mean, I gotta share this. Okay, so the whole Get Down Right, they was waiting on the artist. And this is the importance of being ready in season and knowing what you're really great at and what more effort takes on your part. So they're waiting on a dude to come in. He's supposed to do a set. I'm talking about like buku mad late. I was supposed to go on. So I'm already locked in. Like, I know what I'm gonna say. I know my punchlines. I know how to hook it in. Like, I was set. And then they threw a monkey wrench and had him come up, and it just drawed out and made it longer than what it needed to be. Now I'm out of my element. I'm out of my zone. They didn't play the intro music like I wanted to be played. Like, everything that could go wrong went wrong.
I know them moments.
So it's just like, I did okay starting out, but I knew to myself, I didn't let them know that or see it, but I knew I bombed because I was rambling and trying to, at the same time, think in my head to
Trying
connect
to
the
catch your
two.
thoughts and connect everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's like, and still not be upset in the sense of like, yo, why are we waiting on, like, just let me do my thing. And it taught me another thing, right? Be present in the moment. Don't do something just because you want to go ahead and get it done and over with. Like, don't come from that mindset. Like, don't.
Bro.
Because you're going to rob the people of what they need and the essence and the true realness of you, and you're going to cheat people out of what they see in you because you don't realize what you can do in that moment. And so when old boy pulled me off to the side, he's like, bro, you did okay, you did. You know, it wasn't bad or nothing, but hey, you should do this or think about this, and the third. Like, but bro, he like, keep at it, man. Like, and that was important to me because it's just like, I knew I bombed, but I'm not gonna allow that one moment to keep me from going in that direction. I just know that's really not my thing, respectfully. But I will move into that direction just for the fact of I will not allow that gift to stay dormant. You know what I mean? And just stay actively using it. But it just lets me know, unlock the wisdom that I'm more in the natural, funny, more present, movie-like type funny. That's just me. It's no different than when you see somebody from social media and they do all these skits, but when they go on stage, they bomb because they're not really comedic. They're more funny when it comes to being, because it's just like an artist. I'm not the greatest freestyler at all. I'm more of a writer. It's no different than when somebody's coming from a skit perspective. They're more of a writer, and they can articulate the funny that know it's gonna come from.
Yeah.
But with stand-up, you don't know what's gonna be funny, what's gonna hit, what's not gonna hit, because you're going into an unknown audience, an unknown territory, and fear can set in and grip you if you allow it. It's no different with the gift. You're using the gift in uncharted territory that you don't know what the response is going to be, but you don't allow that to dictate and keep you from moving forward in that gift.
Both of y'all said some good stuff, man. Yeah. Some real good stuff. And I guess I'll piggyback on the fact of, just for starters, about the environment, because both of y'all touched on that, about the environment, and especially when you said, I think it was you said it, Dub, about maybe a person realized the gift that they had, but then when they begin to expose it, people then receive it and they ridicule it, so they pull it back, right? So look at it from this perspective, audience. I want y'all to look at it from this perspective, right? So the Bible says this right here. It says death and life is in the power of the tongue, right? So basically how you use the very thing that you use every day determines what comes into your life. So if what I use each and every day and how I use each and every day determines what comes in and out of my life, then it is up to me to be peculiar on how I use this thing called my mouth every day in my life, right? So, and I'm saying all that to say this, if I have to live out this thing called life, right?
Right.
So, and how I live out this life is determined upon the things that I do within this life. So if my life is in retrospect not at the place where I want it to be, then I have to look at myself and determine what is the common factor of my life being at where it is.
This is true.
And I'm saying all that to say this, fellas, is if the life that I desire to live is a tie to my gift, which it is, and I'm going to tell you, because when your gift is tied, here, listen, the brokest person in the world ain't the person without money. The brokest person in the world is a person that has a impoverished mentality. It's a difference. Big difference.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Big difference. So
Monstrous difference.
if my gift is tied to the life that I desire to live, then why would I succumb to the fact that because the people that are around me didn't receive it? I want y'all to answer that question. Audience. Because, listen, I want you to understand something. We want you to understand something from this episode, right? You are at a turning point in your life right now, right? You are at a turning point in your life right now, and you are letting other people dictate your life. Because if you pulled back, and we've all done it, right?
Yeah.
If you've pulled back because you released something in an atmosphere that wasn't conducive to receive what you had, you shorten your lifespan because of the gift that you kept dormant in you. And I'm not talking about lifespan in the sense of life you're living. I'm talking about the style of the life you've cut the lifespan on. Check this out, and I've said this before, right? There's a saying that talks about you have a shark and you put him in a tank. He grows 8 feet. He grows 8 inches.
Yeah.
But you put him in the ocean, he grows 8 feet. So you taking this shark, put him in an environment that wasn't conducive for his growth. So you just did the same thing.
And that's as big as it's going to get.
You're only going to grow as big as you are because you're worried about what other people think about the gift that God gave you and not them.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You presented the gift in the shark tank, but God wanted you to present the gift in the ocean. So you're stuck being 8 inches when he created you to be 8 feet. So now what this tells me is you're more concerned about other people than your own life.
Oh, man.
That ain't contributing a dime to anything you got going on.
You see what I'm saying? So at some point, when are you going to, it's just like, okay, like, and I'm going to take the kids that go to college kids, right? And I've shared this before. I've talked just as well as other people that I know have as well. I've talked to college kids, talking them off the ledge because they want to come home because they're homesick. Why? Ain't nothing here. We got a kid right now. He actually got a pretty good arm to be a freshman. He's a freshman QB. He just came from Tampa. It's a lot of good football competition in Tampa, right? But Durham showed a whole lot of competition right here in Polk County. So, but just talking with him this week, man, and learning some things about him, I was like, okay, so learn why he ended up, moving this way and whatnot. So, but he don't like the area. And first thing I'm thinking that ain't really nothing here. I mean, we're a growing city, one of the fastest growing cities in America right now. But still, at the end of the day, it's really not. You still got to go to Orlando or Tampa to really do something. And he was like, "Yeah, I was already in the city where it's like really nothing." I say, "So really, the only thing is the competition in the football that you definitely gonna develop here because there's a mecca talent here." He agreed with me on that. But at the end of the day, I've had to talk kids off the like, dude, there's nothing here. Get what you need to get. Let your gift make room for you where you are. You are where you are because of the gift of football.
Exactly.
I don't care what kind of degree you got. I don't care what kind of opportunities you met, networking opportunities you come across. Guess where all that came from? All that came from a gift. So that gift opened up realms of other gifts that can be a blessing to you, lifestyles and generations now. So you mean to tell me you're gonna allow a person or people to stop your whole lifeline? And this is why I wanted to hit hard. And we've all been there.
Yeah.
But I get me personally because as I'm still unraveling gifts, watching people hold on to gifts. Do you know how many, bro? Do y'all know how many people I've talked to? Man, I want to write I want to write a book. Why ain't you starting?
We'll stop.
Even if life is happening, you understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody took the time to sit down and just write anything. The people that I've talked to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I get frustrated in that moment because I'm like, why? Because I know personally, and I tell people all the time, I said, I know personally, like, do you understand the doors that can open just because you wrote a book? It ain't even got to be big. My first book is 60-something pages. You got to be, and then I learned tricks of the trade along the way. Understand font, placement, all that. You can turn a book that normally would probably be 20 pages into 100, just because of font and placement. So I learned tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Tricks of the trade.
You know what I'm saying? I learned tricks and things to get. So it's like even right now, like I can say purposefully, I'm living a purposeful life.
Hey.
Regardless of what the bank account looked like, regardless of the relationships that fostered or didn't foster, I can still say, you know what I'm saying, because of the encounters that I've had through my gift that turned into gifts. Because I wasn't speaking at the time when I wrote that book. It led to, just like
so many other gifts.
When my mentor said, Michael, why don't you name yourself the financial shift motivator? One of the top motivational speakers in the world. Like, no, I can't limit myself to that. Because when I brand myself as that, then that means that's it.
That's it.
I've confined myself to one realm when I know that there are multiple realms in me. So at that point, I had to make an executive decision to say, I don't want people just seeing me as, because at that time, that's what they called me they called me Lil Creflo. Because of my revelation about money in my environment and around my people, you know what I'm saying, and only in my realm, in that environment, you know what I'm saying, because I had a more than average knowledge about knowledge than most people in my circle. So everybody started calling me Lil Creflo, the Money Mike, the Money Man, you know what I'm saying. So, but understanding the weight that came with that, because most people don't want you to teach them about how to manage their own money, even though they need it.
Facts.
And so you broke, they broke, we all broke and frustrated, because guess what? Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna let y'all chime in. I'll let y'all chime back in. Let me tell you how this worked, dog. I'm frustrated because I'm not making the money that I know I can make, because I'm not helping enough people. Because I don't make money unless I help a certain amount of people, because I'm on commission, right?
Right.
So now, You need help. God sends it in the way of me. You reject the help. You broke. I'm broke. Now, I'm not doing this for the sale quota. It's just part of
The process.
the process. Exactly. So the gift was sent to the situation. So the gift can't be blessed because the situation don't want to be blessed by the gift.
Oh man.
Here we go again.
So now you broke, still, but I'm broke because I'm not making no commission. So we both broke and busted and disgusted and mad.
At the same time.
You see how our help.
Yeah.
You see, cause it's crazy. And I looked at that and I used to tell God, I said, God, this don't make sense, man.
Yeah.
So when it came to that, that's another reason. Like, no, I'm not. That's why people say, you gonna write another book on finance? No. I wrote that because God told me to, and I understand why.
Exactly.
It was to show me what was there.
And what you're capable of.
And what I was capable of. That's it. Now, if he tells me to write one, then I ain't got no choice but to be obedient, because I desire to be obedient to God. I'm not perfect. I've missed it, yes. But for the most part, I try to be obedient to God. So, but outside of that, no, I realize what he did. So now it's time for you to realize what he did. So this is what we need you to do. We need you to go back and pick up your gift. Here's the thing about gifts. Even if you don't make a dime from your gift, it's not about the money. It's about your freedom and your mentally and spiritually. Because at the end of the day, once you release your gift, there's a freedom that comes with that money can't buy.
You rich. You're already rich.
But at the end of the day, if you keep at it long enough, God will give you the vision to where you can monetize your gift. That's a whole nother subject.
Trying to tell you. And I would say this, bro. Like, I think it's quite a few things I admire about us here sitting at this table. But one of the things that I really admire is that we don't take no for an answer. And so what I mean by that is the amount of people that let us down through the course of this journey, we want to learn what we learned if they never
Exactly.
gave assistance. We could have been like, man, ain't nobody helping me, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no money. One of the things I made a promise to myself early on in my career is like, I will never allow what I don't have to dictate what I can have.
That's good.
That's good, yeah.
Because my examples that I'm seeing, when you think of the Steve Harveys, when you think of the Michael Jordans, when you think of the LeBron James, like, they were persistent. They were consistent and persistent in knowing that I can obtain this if I work hard enough and if I work long enough and if I don't give up, it is very obtainable and tangible. So, man, I became a dope graphic artist.
Right.
Learning how to mix and master my own music. Like, there's a lot of things that tricks of the trades that I learned that opened up other gifts that I was willing to learn and not push back from because, oh, woe is me, nobody didn't help.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't never been those type of people.
Yeah.
And we want to encourage you not to be that type of person either. Don't worry about who didn't help, who didn't contribute. What are you willing to contribute? What are you willing to help? Even if it's a little bit.
Yeah.
Your little bit will go a long way, and it will do a lot because you're opening doors that you can't even see with the little gift. I won't say little gift, but with the gift, with your little willingness. Again, willingness and submission. What are you willing to submit?
That's good. That's good that you open up with that.
What are you willing to submit? In spite of what everybody else say, in spite of, well, they already got that, You know what? I'm not going to allow you to project your fear on me because you are moved by what you see.
Right.
Nah.
Right.
We ain't rocking over here like that.
Bro, sometimes people, a lot of people don't understand that just by you breathing, you don't, most gifts are not even talents. Most gifts are keys. Most gifts is a key to unlocking something in somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be, prime example. If a woman is with a man and he's trying to figure himself out,
Mm-hmm.
that woman love on him, you being a warm wife to your husband is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know people are acting out because they ain't getting no love?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's bump all the money, flipping, gripping, all the singing, trying to be the best version of yourself relationally to another human is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
By you showing someone compassion, by you showing your boyfriend or your fiance or your husband some affection, you will unlock stuff in that man.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is a key to him.
Mm-hmm.
What you say is a key to his emotions.
Mm-hmm.
What you say to your wife is a key to her heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's a key to something that has been locked up in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's a key. You can say something to your girl and it'll unlock a certain type of emotion that she probably been dealing with for a long time, bro, that can free her.
Mm-hmm.
So you as a person, you working on yourself, you exposing your heart, that's a gift, which is a key that can unlock something else in somebody else. I'm gonna tell you something, dog. As long as you keep handcuffing yourself to the patterns of curses, you can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't bring your gifts to full potential
Mm-hmm.
because you're handcuffing yourself to the patterns of habits of creating curses for yourself. You're so
That's
you're stuck on doing the same. Why do you keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results? Why do you keep going after the same women? You already got 4, baby. You want more? You keep doing the same thing with a different race. You're doing the same thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pattern. Why are you handcuffing yourself to a pattern that's not getting you great results?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, you're not going to be able to locate your gift at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be gone. It's going to be hidden from you because you're attaching yourself to the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know
So,
what I mean?
Bro,
so
I want to say this and relate this. Like, the importance of what we're stressing when it comes to the gift. If I'd allowed myself to feel what I felt and allow fear to overtake me, the city of Auburndale in that environment, in that place of being uncomfortable, like, you have no clue of the people that are speaking your name in rooms that you know nothing about, that you have yet to enter into.
mm-hmm.
And people want to see how faithful and consistent you're going to be in your own gifts and treasures and talents. Do you know it'll be a week now after this airs, possibly 2. I walked into Lang's today with Laura, who we just wanted to say goodbye to Becca, because they, have seasons at Lang's. A certain time they open and then they close and then they open back in the fall. And she was like, I heard about your performance in Auburndale. And she was like, my daughter was like, hey, Mom, and there was a rapper there named Boy Wonda. And she was like, no, that's Junior. And she corrected her like, no, that's Boy Wonda. And it shows you the effectiveness and the impactfulness that you can have among something that happened a week ago that people are still talking about. And every day I'm learning somebody new that I didn't even know was there, or heard it through the grapevine that somebody heard about what I did. Mm-hmm. And I want to say this, and I have to say it in this manner, in this form. Don't you put your gift back in that box once you opened it.
I like that. That's good.
And I have to say it with a firmness and sternness, because that next step is you're gonna take that box, put it back in, put the gift, take that box, put it back in there, and then you're gonna bury it. No. Like the importance of this and the seriousness and severity of you realizing what you can do in this earth. The generations after you that you can help. The generational curses that you can break. Like how they say, it starts with you. So again, what are you willing to submit?
Yeah. And even to tie that together, you have to be willing to submit to the gift. What the word says, that your gift will make room for you and bring you before mighty men, great kings. So if it's the gift that unlocks gifts, unlocks doors, unlocks emotional traumas, if it's the gift, listen, I think, man, this might be probably more than one important content creations of the podcast that we've made.
Yeah.
Because what you're talking about is your life. Yeah, we talked about resilience, building strength, but what about your gift? Your gift will unlock stuff in your life. The very thing that you're searching for is in your gift.
Yeah.
So,
for people who don't know what their gift is,
see, that's what, bro. You
come on.
We on the same way, Lee. Come on, that's why
bro.
I was just finna go.
Come
but
on,
we got
bro.
for the ones that don't know what their gift is. So go ahead. Talk to them.
This is one way you can tell what your gift is. When you get around somebody, how they react to you, based upon whatever you do, that's your gift. That's your gift. That's you thinking you doing something regular, but every time you do this one thing, they go crazy over it. That's your gift. That's how you. That's
how you know.
That's how you know.
That's how you know. When you have that certain impact in certain situation when it happens, but it's different when you do it.
When you do it,
that's your gift.
That's
That's
how you
that
know.
it factor.
That's the it factor.
That's
that it factor.
That's that it factor.
That's
Come on, baby.
That's exactly why I said how I can because your gift can be something different.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta be rapping or singing and preaching. It could be something like I was talking about with the.
Bro.
It could be if you make somebody go, oh my God, I gotta be around this person. That might be your
That's
gift.
a gift.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Auntie Glenda.
Peach cobbler.
Auntie got into sewing. Auntie got into crochet, sewing.
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember cold with it, bro. She learned, like, and I want to say self-taught. And we've had conversation where she's giving people stuff, and it became a healing mechanism for them.
Yep.
Stuff that she's created, like blankets or whatever,
Scarves,
scarf, whatever. And it became a ministering tool from a gift that she learned. That was there, that she didn't do that stuff when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Isha, my wife, I knew she had gifted hands. Like, that girl was just gifted with her hands. So there was times she would do people hair, and they would come back and tell her that there was growth where there was dead ends and stuff. Multiple people that she used to tell that. Bro, she saved me thousands over the years by doing her, like, she can do her own hair.
She do it.
I'm talking about braiding, bro, everything. Like, but, you know, certain things that she can't do, or if she just didn't feel like doing, she'll pay now. But over the years, bro, I didn't have to, I could probably count on one time, this is no cap, bro. I could probably count on one hand as many times as she actually been to the hairdresser in our marriage.
It's crazy because Faith do her own hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she going around too.
So it went from doing hair to doing jewelry,
Yeah.
doing wreaths, you know, and she does custom wreaths, so she never create the same thing. So when she doing,
Ever.
people be blowed when she doing. So it's you know what I'm saying? It's being able to recognize those things because it just opens up so much more.
It's
And-
endless opportunities
Yeah.
and possibilities.
Like pedals.
Yeah.
Bro, pedals. And you know, I love my sister pedals. Right. She got it's two things I feel like she gifted in. I don't know. I'm just it made me just think about her. You know what I'm saying? But one thing she really gifted in, she's really gifted in telling you what you need to hear. That's a gift. Check. I don't care what nobody say. Checking somebody is a gift.
Yeah. Because they can do it in a way that just like
Checking somebody is a gift, bro. Everybody can't be a judge.
Right. Right.
Everybody can't be a
lawyer.
judge, bro. You have to listen. Everybody can't be a sheriff.
Yeah.
That's when you like a sheriff or like a judge or like a mayor or like a city commissioner. Your whole lifestyle that ain't no clock in clock out job. Your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
You're wired like that.
Right.
You're made for a different purpose, right? You know what I'm saying? So everybody can't just check somebody.
Yeah.
Keeping. You know what? I'm gonna keep you in order. Right. So that's one of her gifts. The other one is her macaroni and cheese, dog. She made macaroni and cheese, but I'm telling you, look, my mama be like. And she always makes this disclaimer every time we have a get together, and it ain't like Paris macaroni and cheese, but it's still edible, Mom.
Yeah. Nah, brother.
Mom, push your junk to the side.
All right.
Bring your
Next time Pedals cook some macaroni and cheese, dog, you gonna have to call me, dog.
Look. In the words of Southside, it's fire. It's fire.
I love some good mac and cheese, boy.
I love how you say that because I think about this analogy like your gift is on trial.
Ooh.
And it's up to you to present the evidence
Man, stop
to get the
playing
rightful
with me,
conviction and
dog.
moving forward with your gift.
Dog.
Whoa. When you say that there, I was like, ooh, confirmation, I got a drop.
Man, look, it's certain people in my life, dog, to where it's certain people in my life to where I don't need no money. I don't need
Facts.
I want you to just say certain stuff to me, and that's it. I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Just be around me, I'm gonna go crazy.
Because it unlocks
And
another
unlocks, you know what I mean? It's just
facts.
Bro, to be real, me having my son is a gift. Like I feel like Pop is a gift to me.
Definitely, because it grew you in other ways that would have never been shown or presented to if had not your gift came. Because now you have to move a certain way.
Yeah.
Now you have to think a certain way. And now you're responsible for showing another human being what you desire for them to have that you want for yourself.
Yeah, bro. I think
You set the pace.
yeah,
You said
I think-
exactly.
I believe my son. I believe my son is a gift. And then with parenthood, ain't no book with this John. You know what I mean? So like
Exactly.
like all the stuff from when my son's mom gave birth to him up till now. So now Pop is 15, going on 25. He's so large. That man large and in charge, bro. I'm telling you, that man like Shaq size. I'm telling you.
And he ain't even done.
He ain't even done.
That's the
bro.
crazy
Yeah,
part.
Bro, it's crazy. So when I look back on when I first started being a parent till now, people gonna say what they want to say about whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
when I look, I can tell you this right here. I didn't digress. I progressed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I can see the progression of different stages in my life, for me learning different things, and me going through different things, and me meeting his mom, co-parenting in the middle, me having to allow God to buff down my pride and
Right.
to see things from a different point of view, so I could be a better dad and be a better father. You know what I'm saying? But while at the same time still keeping everything business.
Exactly.
That's highly important.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? When we ain't crossing no ties. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it comes to making adjustments that I need to for my kid, and I can't say that all the time I was able to, at the drop of a dime, make an adjustment. Sometimes it took 6 months to a year to me to grasp something that, oh snap, okay, now I understand that. Okay, I see that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I can see the straight progression, and just by him being alive helped fine tune my mind and my heart a certain type of way. So I consider and then it's an error. It's an error. That's every time the Bible spoke about children, it was always a blessing that was tied around it. And my fiance, she has beautiful children, and even though they're not my biological, those are blessings too. Those are gifts too, because each one of those children are gonna come with something that I'm gonna have to learn that's gonna stretch and mold me into something better. So I do look at as I'm gonna just speak at my future family as a whole big gift, to where I'm gonna use different keys to unlock different things in me, so I can able to provide a service to serve how I need to. You know
That's
what I'm
good.
saying? So,
Now, I
That's
love
really
I
good.
love the different point of view that you bring to the table with that, and because it does, man. I mean, we all, and most will say, you know, children are a gift, man, and it like Dub said, it forces you to move in a different way, because now you're responsible for another person's life that you can't get rid of. So
For life.
You know what I'm saying? You can get rid of your friends.
Forever, ever.
You know what I'm saying? You could even get rid of some family members that you don't like, but your own kid. I mean, even though we understand people do, but just y'all, you know, for the sake of conversation.
Right.
Most, if you sane, you ain't just gonna give your kids away like that.
No.
You know, sometimes we understand that people, you know, have certain situations and they put their kids up for adoption or whatever because they feel that they, you know, have. But for the most part, we think that we think the kids are a gift because we don't want to get rid of them. So you're
Right.
forced, you know, in certain situations to do better because you want better for them. You know, not everybody, but most.
yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
just love the perspective that you bring in that manner, because, bro, it's like, if I look at my life, I pull the curtain back, it all started with the gift, man. Not knowing it was a gift. It was a gift,
Facts.
not knowing that it was a gift. And I always tell people, it's like, doors of opportunity don't always look like what you want it to look like.
Exactly.
God leads you to a door, and the door looks ugly and vacant and dark, and you're like, man, I ain't trying to go through that, but God will tell you, it ain't about the door, it's about what's behind the door. And a lot of times, that door is leading you to another door, not what's behind the door. It's
Exactly.
not a room full of prizes all the time.
Nah.
Sometimes it's just, I need you to access this door, behind this door, there's another door. And that's what happened when I wrote the book. I went to the door, I opened the door, and the door gave me access to another door
That's it.
that actually housed what I was supposed to receive. But a lot of times we run up to the front door and we turn our back and walk away, and so you never receive what was behind door number 2.
Exactly.
You know, and that's just how we got to look at it, because at the end of the day, man, we take all our gifts away, then we struggle. We're struggling. If you really look at it, because it's your gift that leads you into certain places. Is people are in management, you know, even if people that have different leadership styles or
Right.
managing styles, a lot of times those are gifted people in those places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They move a certain way.
And they
You
see
understand
what
what
you
I'm saying?
don't
can't
see.
be you can't be a certain person and work for the IRS. I've had accountants that work for the IRS, and when they tell me that, I could tell by the way they move. I could just tell. It's just like they move a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It takes a certain type of individual because of, it takes a certain type of individual to be a techie.
Everybody can't be a pastor.
Everybody can't be a pastor. It takes a certain individual. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody can't, like you said, it can't be a police officer.
Nope.
Take a certain individual. You know what I'm saying? So, like I had a homie. He just retired from the police sheriff. Yeah, about a month or so ago now. And I remember him when he first started. He started at Polk City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And, so he was like, "Man, Mike, you need to come on out there." No.
So that is not my gift.
And I had to realize, like, no. Man, it ain't that big deal, they're gonna try you because you do, but now once you treat them with respect, like, I know I'm gonna treat them with respect because that's just how I roll. But that ain't for me, dog. But at the end of it, this was very, very important, and enlightening. So for those that are allowing your gifts to lie dormant, man, it's time to bring them jokers to life. Time to breathe life on them, and let the second half of your life be the best of your life. And to those that may have been shunned because you exposed it in the wrong environment. Listen, it's gonna be uncomfortable. You understand? Get in the right environment. Get in some places, because that comfort is what's needed for growth.
In other words, choose your heart.
Right.
Because I literally just had to choose a heart. Just like, you know what? This is going to be less consequential than this. So, we're going to go there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you have to recognize that.
Yeah.
Because it really costs.
Yeah. It does. It costs, man. And as times that I've been frustrated while walking in my gift, there's always been times of refreshing. Because of the gift. You're gonna be frustrated because of the gift, and you're gonna have times of refreshments after the gift with the gift.
On the flip side, that's how you know. That's how you know if your gift is. That's how you know if your gift is in the right spot. If every time you in a certain atmosphere, and that atmosphere always gives you comfort, or you get some type of appraisal, or you feel some type of warmth, or you feel some type of protection, as the gift giver, that lets you know you're in the right spot. If you're in constant chaos, if you're in constant headache, if your anxiety is always on high, if you can't never get no sleep, if you're always getting pulled on, your gift is in the wrong spot. If your gift is not getting, if the environment that you in is not refilling your gift, you're in the wrong spot. You need to go in the environment to where that other person or that other place.
He just opened up Pandora's box.
He did.
I'm just saying.
Don't feel to play Angel's Advocate.
Oh my God. Bro, we gotta get a bell. We gotta get a something.
We got to shut this down. We got to shut
the next episode of Blueprint to Success.
Oh my God. I'm just saying though.
No, everything you're saying is correct.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm saying Angel's Advocate is because let's take it to another dimension, right?
look at him.
Hey, I'm hanging on to every word. I'm ready for this.
Black people always trying to go to another level, another dimension. You be always go ahead, man.
Because
you're right, brother.
Here's the thing. Everything that you said is correct.
True, yeah.
Now, I'm not putting a period. I'm put a comma.
Continuation.
However, now what happened when your gift comes into a place of chaos, where headaches lie, where trauma lies, but when the gift enters, it shifts that environment.
And that's the submission to the gift.
Comma.
Yeah.
And the reason I say comma is because of the last comment you said, where with the headache and the stuff, meaning you're in the wrong spot because your gift isn't basically being I'm gonna put it in my own word, being able to breathe, being able to operate.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
So, however, but what happens when you're not supposed to be poured into the place where God is using your gift, but you're supposed to be poured from another place that can pour back into you? Because if you're sent into a place of chaos and God sent you there, or the gift sent you there, prime example.
There's going to be some pulling and tugging.
Prime example.
Jesus.
Company brings you in, right? Company brings you in. Upper management needs some leadership, training, advice, consultation, right? There's a lot of chaos there. Somebody from the outside comes in, right? So 9 times out of 10, the person that goes into that environment, they don't get that training from them. They got their training from somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
That's why I said I did that dimension. See,
Yeah,
I'm saying everything you're right.
Facts.
See, but see, I had to put this. Because this is just
training
what we
in real
do.
time.
Just what we do. So, because I don't want you to think that. Because here's the thing, and especially in the Christian world, we quick to say, and the only reason I say it because been around the block. That was a common thread. It's like, you're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. If you did, you're in the wrong place. Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I done read from Genesis to Revelation where God calls some hardships, where God calls Pharaoh's heart to heart and told and put Pharaoh in a position to where his heart was hard. And so I'm not gonna let you go after he done told Moses. It's certain it just. So I done got to the point because the heart that was in my life, and I'm like, well,
The assignment.
you see the assignment. So the assignment sharpened the gift.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the assignment. So when you go in to work on, so
everything you said was right, but all I did was
it's an assignment that's connected to the
Right.
There you go. So when you're, it's a certain place where your gift has to be refilled. And that's your nurture spot.
Yeah.
Facts.
But guess
Facts.
what? When you're refilled, you don't fill your car up and put it in a garage. You fill it to go drive it. So when you get refilled, you get sent out in the battlefield.
Once again.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So but
Yeah.
when you go in that chaos, that's not your nurture spot.
That's not your nurture spot. Exactly. That's it. That's it.
That's not your. That's not your nurture spot. That's not what.
That's not your resting place.
You need to go where you're getting rubbed on and praised on and filled up and that's your spot.
That's your nurture
Sometimes
spot.
people choose. They wanna because they're used to that. They wanna stay in that cave.
Can't do it.
Nope.
You ain't supposed to be there.
Ain't supposed to be there. Nope.
It's time to cut and move on.
Assignment done.
It's time to go where you can go get refilled so you can be used properly. You're not used properly because you ain't being refilled. You're running on fumes trying to give everybody else something. You can't.
Bro. Telling you. And that's that time of isolation.
Yeah, for sure.
A healthy isolation.
Yeah.
Because
That was good, Mike.
you have to know when to get into a place.
Leave me on camera. That's how you me on camera.
We tag team on that because you got people that are listening from all different walks of life. So it's like, and like I said, once again, especially in the Christian world, we hear that all the time. You know, go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. You know, and that is a fact. But however, what happens when God sends you into the hard place? You can't get refueled in the hard place.
Yeah.
And that's not a tolerating place.
Yeah,
That's just like
if you're
you know what I'm saying?
for you.
if you're putting out, you have to have a place where you're getting refilled.
Yeah.
And most of the times, most people are used to living in a place where they're not getting
Where they're
refilled.
not getting refueled. Yep.
And the place where you need to get refilled, You got to make adjustments to be in that place because that place is not chaotic.
And they started putting a lot of certain expectations in places.
You can't even...
Bro, you just tapped another vein right there.
You can't even go in a place where you're supposed to be refilled because it takes adjustments for you to go over there. So you're stuck being drained in a place where you're trying to serve and you really can't because they're not serving you back.
And now you're serving from an empty place versus because you have certain expectations of, man, when I go here, I'm getting this here. No. Because you have to be careful in that.
Yeah, man.
Because you could be refilled, and if you go with the wrong expectation and the wrong heart, it can shift a lot of things within the operation of your gift and the impact of your gift. Which, like I was saying, with my gift, when I was thinking about comedy, I had to push through the fear. I had to push through certain uncomfortableness just to get to where I knew I would make a difference. So understanding what I do with around y'all and my personality, I can do the same thing and transfer to the stage.
Bro, I'm just gonna lie to you, dog. I'm gonna be 100. The whole time you was talking about that junk, you wasn't looking how you was looking when you talk about music. You was looking like you do, like an actor. You can be an actor, bro, because you understand the work that has to be put in it. And
bro, when he did
the acting is
he did
my
the
other
church
passion.
joint.
when he did it, bro,
That joint was crazy, bro.
I ain't gonna even lie, boy. Your boy almost shed a tear watching my bro. I'm like, I'm like, this Negro, he didn't even tell me he was.
Yeah.
When he said he was in the play, I thought he was gonna be rapping.
Nah, you did an excellent job with that.
I'm like, this dude just straight narrated the whole piece. I'm talking about like he could have been on this. Like I'm watching the mannerisms.
Yeah.
And I'm floored, dog. I'm like, bro did that. I'm like, wow.
And I'm not saying that because you my bro. I'm saying that because
he
everybody
legit.
at this table is artistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So on a professional tip, when you see art, you understand art and you respect art. Like, you respect art.
I do.
Even if you don't partake in it. Like, whatever somebody's thing is, you respect it. So, when you was talking about that, bro, I was like, yeah, Dub can act.
But, bro, that's...
Because he was talking about, he was looking like he was... At an interview, bro, like I said, bro, that's crazy, bro.
That's another one of my passions, though. Acting is at the same level of passion with my music. Like, they see eye to eye. Comedy is like...
This is something I can do.
I could do it.
Right.
And I'll be willing to do it.
You know why? Because a lot of comedy, they fabricate truth. Let's be real. So acting, you're more using your natural sense of who you are. Bro, do you know how many times, first of all, we in the hospital, they still be like, hey, ain't you? Oh, no, you ain't him. No, I'm not him. You know, like, I'm not, I already know who you talking about. Hey, ain't you? Oh, no, you ain't him. No, I'm not him. You know what I'm saying? I still got that. I still get that in the hospital.
2 short black dudes.
2 short black people with walnut heads. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you look like I know. I get everything. I get it. Right. I ain't got no beard. I ain't got no afro. I mean, I do, but it ain't big like his. But I'm just saying, like, you know how many times, bro, somebody done described him. Somebody done described him in the elevator with me in the elevator and don't even know that I know him. You see what I'm saying? That comes from the stuff that God put in him since birth. So when it comes to you using what you naturally have, bro, you can act all day, bro.
I'm definitely doing that. Like, it's stuff we're working on now that we're writing out to do our own stuff for the network. So it's just like, it's, again, the right environment. Brandon and also his grandma and Miss Teresa. And then it's the atmosphere, bro. When you have the right people around you that coaching you, like, bro, we believe you can do this. And we do it. And I had to learn the lines like that. So even if I didn't know the entirety, I got the meat of what I needed to do, and I can still get my little twist on it. But I went in with the realistic idea of learning my lines. And I literally rehearsed them so I can really, so I can just focus on projecting the personality that I know is on the inside of me. So it's just like it was really dope. It was, I loved it, man.
Yeah,
that joke crazy, bro. You an actor, bro. That joke crazy.
Yeah, we need to go and close this out, man.
Yeah.
It's been good.
This was good.
We know we went over we went a little bit longer than we normally do, but man, it was just coming so freely, man. And I think it's a good point to cut it off.
That's one of the ones.
Yeah, man, it's one of them ones. I mean, yeah.
Count three.
This one hit, yeah.
Ain't
This
even
one
gonna
hit,
count.
yeah. So yeah, man. At the end of the day, y'all, man, it's man. You got to, if you don't know your gift, you got to find your gift, and if you don't find your gift, make sure you continue to expose your gift.
Yeah.
And don't be so concerned about exposing them to the wrong people. Just learn how and when to expose them to the right people and situation. Because we've all done it. You know, something we exposed something prematurely and then had to go through the turmoil that came with it. So at the end of the day, who's to say, you know, we preached it. Most preachers have. I have. When Joseph had the dream and they threw him in the pit, you know, who's to say? He shouldn't have told his family what. Who's to say that? Because had he not said anything, he wouldn't have been thrown in the pit to be in the second place in charge. Exactly. So it was a series of hardships that God allowed to transition him into the person he was supposed to become to save a nation. So saying all that to say this before we close out, you have to transition into the person that God has created you to become in order to save the nation of your family, in order to save the nation of your home, in order to save the nation of the community that God has entrusted you with. So at the end of the day, your hardships are your hardships, but you can't get the second place in charge if you don't go through it. So at the end of the day, man, y'all know how we get up out of here. Shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. We'll see you next week. Peace.